Hi, how's everyone doing?
We are all good.
Woo! Yay! Happy to be here in Pune. My name is Ritu, but you can call me Ritu. That's you know how people usually say I'm Jagdish, but you can call me Jack. That's in US I go by Ritu. So here I am Ritu. Um, so I'm so happy to be here in Pune, visiting my grandparents, my Aji and Ajova. This is Aji's first time at a comedy show. Can we give her a round of applause? Yeah. So it's great to be here. If you guys can see, I'm wearing a shirt that says, "Don't worry, eat curry." I know you guys are just pretending to laugh for that one. Um, when I showed this to my Ajava, he asked, "What kind of curry?" I've been getting some strange looks, people here, and I think this shirt is more funny in the US because here curry is means nothing, right? Everything is curry. And don't worry, eat curry means nothing when anytime you eat curry. All the time. You're happy, you eat curry. You're sad, you eat curry. You're worried, you eat curry. It's like walking around with a shirt that says, "Don't worry, breathe air." People are like, "Yeah, idiot kaun hai?" Of course, we're breathing air.
Correct.
It's obvious. So, we just flew in yesterday. We arrived yesterday morning. Air India direct flight, 18 hours. You would think, yeah, I know, 18 hours is just, what's the longest flight you've taken?
14 hours?
14 hours. It's a marathon. You would think that the being in the flight, babies crying, hearing people shoving their luggage, having it all fit in the space, waiting in line for the bathroom when everyone ahead of you wants to take a number two. You would think that would be painful, but the flight was actually relaxing compared to the 2 weeks of preparation for the India travel. So how it works is, do you guys know Costco? Costco,
Yes.
ek dukan. So tell us about Costco. What is Costco like?
Costco is kind of a store which has all the stuff in huge quantities.
Everything in huge.
Yeah, huge quantities.
So you guys know your Metro wholesale.
Yeah.
But imagine in US, one Costco can fit 10 metros.
Yeah.
It's huge. So before coming to India, 2 weeks before, we do a pilgrimage to Costco. It's like a religious ritual.
Okay.
You show up to Costco, we buy tons of cashews, chocolates, almond, pistachio, cake, cookie, and toilet paper. So you're wondering why toilet paper? In the pandemic, in the US, we had shortage of toilet paper. People ran out of toilet paper. So we learned one lesson. Here in India, you have lota, right?
Yeah.
Lota. But US, we use toilet paper. And if toilet paper is over, game over. It's over. So shopping for Costco is your first marathon. Second is the saga of fitting everything you buy into the suitcases, right? And you have to weigh the different amounts because you don't want to be doing that at the airport. We've all seen people do this at the airport, right? They take out the luggage, they have to open it. This is public humiliation. You don't want to do that at the airport, right? So that was the travel. We landed here yesterday in Mumbai. Then we had a driver take us to Pune. You guys know how long the drive is, right?
Yes.
4 hours. 4 hours?
4 hours.
For us, it was 3 hours because our driver broke all the traffic rules.
Welcome to India.
Welcome to India. Exactly. So during those 3 hours, I was extremely jet lagged, but rather than sleeping, I was observing everything. So I am just learning how to drive in the US. So now I am actually paying attention. So you don't know how to drive, right? So when you don't know how to drive, you're not really paying attention.
Right.
right? But then you learn, you come here. It is a total culture shock. You know what I think? You guys know amusement parks, roller coaster, right? I think India is not well known for its roller coaster rides because all of this, they say jerky stops, it'll come to jerky stop, it'll do sharp turns, sudden acceleration. For you guys, that's every time you go on the road. Why would you pay for that? So that's one side. Then, so I'm noticing something. You know, US, I'm learning how to drive. We always do our turn indicator, right? When we're gonna drive, I'm gonna turn, look over your shoulders, check your mirrors. Here, people don't use turn indicators. What do they use? Hands. What else? Like I'm
Legs.
neck. Oh, I've seen people like they go out the window, they're going out. For me, what I've noticed is most is the horn. You might even be hearing horn as I'm performing this. You'll be hearing horn. And for me, it's every driver's first instinct in any situation. If you're mad, horn. You're sad, horn. You're angry, horn. You're bored, horn. The signal has just turned green, horn. Why? Why do people do this? But I actually think it's very smart because in the US, we sometimes have the problem of drivers falling asleep as they're driving. They're tired, they go to sleep. Here, that's never going to happen. Because every 5 seconds you hear horn. So I think it's very smart. I think you're saving many people's lives with this.
Yes.
So that's one part is the horn. The second part is lanes. So US, I'm learning how to drive. For me, I learned stay in your lane, stay in your lane. I have to stay in my lane. I can't drift between go in 2 lanes at once. Here, it's the opposite. Exactly. We're going in between lanes. So our driver he was never in 1 lane. He's always in the middle of 2 lanes, which is very smart because if something's blocking you in 1 lane, you go around it. And then there's times when there are no lane markers, right?
Yeah.
What do people do then? Just
Free for all.
free for all. Exactly. I think it's genius because you have one fixed length of the road and it has infinite possibilities. You can have 1 big truck, 2 cars, 5 motovalas, and 1 cow, all in this one stretch of road. You know, I think the next Indian CEO who's going to be rich in US, you guys know Sundar Pichai,
Yes.
Google CEO, you know Satya Nadella, Microsoft CEO. I think the next big Indian CEO will come to US and erase all the lanes on the road. Our traffic will be so much more efficient. So, you know, in the US, anytime we see a squirrel, you guys know squirrel?
Yes.
Like chota squirrel. We see a squirrel on the road, we are very careful. We slow down, we steer out of the way, we make sure this small squirrel passes safely. Here, people do not even do this for pedestrians. Right? I'm so in awe of people who are brave enough to cross the road here. What name like one characteristic of the pedestrian? What is one quality that the pedestrian has?
Just rush.
What is this?
Just rush.
Just rush?
Fearless.
Fearless. Fearless. I like that. I say faith.
Faith.
I think that is why people here are so religious. Because you have to believe in a higher power.
Who's going to protect us?
Exactly. Who will protect you when you cross the road? Welcome, welcome. So, you know, that's crossing the road. In fact, I think that crossing the road is why we have the famous Indian nod. Because to cross the road, what do you have to do? You have to look left, you have to look right, up, down. And we are an efficient people. We're smart. We like to save time. So what do?
Everything
We combine it all. We do the Indian nod. Indian nod can mean so many things. When do you use Indian nod?
By responding for no.
No, you can say no, but you can also say yes.
Yes.
It's welcome, join the show, free comedy show. So that's the Indian nod. No, you guys are, so here in US, I'm considered ABCD. You know what that stands for?
Yeah. American born.
Confused Desi. Exactly. Here, I am considered NRI, non-resident Indian. And I know that you guys are probably tired of NRIs coming in and making fun of India. So I will say one thing that I've seen and that I really admire in US, Harvard College spent lots of money for a 50-year-long study on what makes people happy. You know, what is the secret for happiness? And this Harvard study found you need community connection. You need people around you. But India has that built into the system. You know, here I see my grandparents, you walk down the apartment, you say hi, you ask how people are doing, people check in on you. In US, we've lived next to a family for 15 years and we don't know their names. So this is one lesson that I've taken away and a gift that I can bring back with me, duty free. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much.